Hey everybody, welcome back to the Monday Q&A show, the show that answers your questions, helps you in a pinch, and is exhausted. This has been like the worst luck day ever. Okay, so they started doing construction next door. It's been hammering all day, so I had to wait late in the day. My light, which is normally shining, this, in fact, you can probably see the shadows behind me here. The light that's normally over here, my good one, my really nice studio light, it died on me. So I'm using a small lamp over here. And then I film this video. I go and I set the focus and all this stuff. And I sit down and film, I get it totally done, ready to edit, and it's all focused back here and not, it has just been, so this is take two. We're gonna do take two. So anyway, welcome back to the Monday Q&A show. You don't wanna hear about that, do you? No, you don't. Anyway, thanks a bunch for being here. And last week, my goodness, you guys chimed in with all the stuff about what you didn't like about Airsoft. And if you guys didn't see, last week's video was about the worst, what I thought was the worst Airsofter from a YouTuber's perspective, because I guess, you know, like YouTube videos, there's been an uptick of the cheater thing to get views, and I totally get it. And I just would like to see a little less of that, because I want Airsoft to have maybe a little better light. I mean, you can have it. I mean, of course, cheater videos are fun to watch. I do watch them. I've highlighted videos on them before. But a lot of you guys as players were like, no, Jonathan, man, the worst. Now, you're right. Yeah, we agree with you on that one. But the worst is these players that yell call your hits. Not the not hit callers, but the ones that are always like, you should call your hits. And I totally agree with you there. I think that's totally it. That on the playing field, the cheaters are going to get taken care of. The field people, the refs, they'll take care of them. But the ones that like call your hit, they're the worst. I hate it. Oh, anyway, so I agree. Thank you for the dialogue. Thanks for the conversation. That's what I love about you all, that it's a great conversation down there below. Also, don't forget, web store supports the shop, supports the show, free shipping worldwide. Things are like under $10, $9. Ship worldwide for almost all the patches. Some are even cheaper. Check them out. Those are like two of, I think I have like 13 different designs out there right now. Anyway, links in the corner and in the description box below. Also, if you guys have questions, don't forget, put them in the comments below. Also, if you have a video of the week recommendations toward the end of the video here, if you have a channel your own or another you love, make sure to put it down there as well. I love to see all the great new channels you guys recommend. So, enough about that. Let's dive on into what you're really here for, and that's your questions in the Tippmann mail call. Neopup writes, I'm still wondering why you moved to Taiwan. All right, so if you guys don't know, I'm actually a really private person when it comes to my personal life. I share the Airsoft side. I love answering your questions. I love connecting to you out there. I love the two-way conversation we have. But when it comes to like my personal, like family life and all this stuff, I do keep it pulled back. Some of you might have met what was referred to previously as Mrs. Airsoftology, but I want to fill you in, right? So backstory on why I moved to Taiwan. I guess for those of you with keen eyes, you'll notice that this hand, if you've been watching the channel for a while, hasn't had a ring on it for quite a while. I know I get this question a lot. Hey, where's Mrs. Airsoftology like that? I'm going to fill you guys in. And before you're like, oh, Jonathan, I'm so sorry to hear that. Seriously, it's okay. It's totally cool. It's been a long time now. Everything is fine. I'm divorced now. And there's totally cool. We just didn't have the same direction we were heading in life. And that is totally fine. Like I say, for something, it's a horrible life event. It was probably one of the least horrible situations to outcome. So it was great. No hard feelings. Everything's fine. She's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. So that brings us to why I'm here in Taiwan. Well, I'm like, I have a refresh on life. Everything's open. Everything's new. I've got an open book. I've visited here a few times already. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make the leap. I want to learn Mandarin. I'd started to learn a little bit in the States. And I'm like, that's it. I'm going. I'm just going to make the jump. I'm going to make the leap. And Airsoft is here. Almost all the Airsoft in the world is now made in Taiwan. Some assemblies done in Hong Kong, a little bit left in China, and some in Japan with the Japanese brands. But the majority of it is right here on this island. So I'm like, why not? And it's a short flight back to Los Angeles. And, short as in direct flight. It's like 14 hours. And it's about the same to Europe. So it kind of puts me central to both of those. So I'm like, why not? Let's do it, right? So I've been here. I love it. It was a great move for me. Huge culture shock when I first got here, not having, I couldn't even really understand like money. Like people are like, oh, it costs this much. And I'm like, huh? You know, didn't know the words, didn't know the numbers, didn't know all that. So I would only go shop at places that had like the cash register with like the numbers on it. I'd be like, I'm only going to go to the places where I can see the price. Like here's the money. At least the money's like in, has regular numbers on it. So yeah, it was definitely culture shock, but it's a great way to learn the language in a pinch. I'm pretty good with my food now. I can order a lot of food and basic talking. I do, of course, understand more than I can speak. I took some formal lesson. Anyway, you don't care about that. So yeah, that's why I'm here. It puts me close to the stuff. It lets me cover things in a different perspective and give you guys a different view of airsoft, not just one that's like USA American centric. I had traveled before, but mainly just up and down the Americas, like just north and south. I'm from America, I'm from the United States, from Tennessee originally. I traveled, South America, Central America, the North America. But had never gone to Europe, I'd never gone to Asia. So now all of it, I think last year Google told me the miles traveled, I would have gone around the world 5 times for how many miles I've traveled last year. So that's a lot of traveling, and I believe it. So yeah, I'm so lucky to be able to make this move and turn something. It was an unfortunate situation into a great one. And again, I normally don't open the doors to my life, and I thought it's about time I do it. It's a great time to ask this question. Why not? It's been a long time. You can go back and dig in the catalog and probably see when this guy disappeared. So you have to go way back, like years, to go find it. So yeah, it's a good time just to give you guys an update also on that. Heads up with travel, I'm going to IWA here in like a week or two. I'll be in Germany covering that show. I will also be going to the United States in April, 1st of April, April 5th, actually 5th, 6th, 7th. I will be at Black Ops Paintball and Airsoft in North Carolina in Fayetteville. I'll be doing a huge event there with Tippmann. It's going to be so much fun. Please come and see me there. Tickets are on sale right now. You can check them out. Links in the description below. I'll put a link down there for you. I'll be talking more about that when I get there. I'm going to do some gameplay. Yes, gameplay. Also, since we're on this really long rant, I've got some new stuff coming from the channel, but I want to hear from you. So coming up in 2019, I'm making some shifts here on the channel in a positive way. Like Mondays, this show, it's here to stay. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. I love the Q&A. This is going to stay. Of course, I still do the product reviews. I've been a little light lately, but I'll be picking those back up some, focusing on new and hot releases on those, not just huge volume, but kind of like trying to cover the ones that you guys are very interested in, and also adding some new things to the catalog. I was thinking about adding maybe a news program here. That's something I could bring back. I used to do the news as part of the podcast, and for a little while had the news as Airsoftology News. If you wanted some cringe, actually, if you want some cringeworthy video, go back on deep on this channel and just type in Airsoftology News. Man, it's like 7 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. Boy, things have changed. I watched some of those old ones, and I was like, wow. Yeah, should I leave them up? I'm going to leave them up. But definitely, I've come a long way, especially at my comfort level in front of the camera. It's worth the watch if you just want some good, funny, cringeworthy stuff. It's great. Anyway, I thought about bringing that back, but in a more modern take, covering what's hot, what's new releases, things like that, some updates, stuff going on. Maybe not every week, but maybe a monthly news, I don't know, something like that. But also, what would you like to see? I feel like my reviews have been doing the same thing over and over again. They're pretty informative. I feel like I try to cover as much as I can. I can't do everything. Do you want to keep it the way I do it? Do you want to make it shorter, a little bite-sized, maybe something more shareable like Facebook, Instagram worthy, or just keep the long format like I do? Let me know. I'm curious. I really want to hear from you guys and gals on this because I want to kind of refresh the channel a little bit and make it, smell cleaner. A little spring cleaning here for 2019. But anyway, I'm all ears. I'd love to hear more from you on that. So yeah, super long one. I mean, we've probably been talking for like, what does the clock say there? Like 9 minutes, it looks like on this one. But yeah, or 8 minutes. But I just want to give you guys a full update, a little different than a normal Monday's video. But stay tuned. I'm going to have like 2 or 3 more questions answered and a video of the week. So we got more coming right behind this. Polar Bear writes, are CYMA AKs good? Are they easy to upgrade? Easy one, short one to answer. I tried to pick some easy ones here. Yes, CYMA actually is like the sleeper brand for good AKs, budget AKs. There's some good other companies out there. ENL makes some great externals. LCT makes some great AKs. But for the budget-minded player, CYMA's like really good. They've been really good at AKs for a long time. That has been like their sweet spot for a very long time. And usually I'm not one like, yes, a brand is good. Like I usually look at the products individually, but CYMA is one of those when it comes to their AK line, it's a pretty safe bet. It really is. There's always exceptions to the rule, but CYMA is one of those safe bet companies. Pretty simple to work on, easy to upgrade, well made for the price. It's hard not to recommend a CYMA AK because just it's good, especially for the money. So yeah, jump right on in it. Not a bad decision at all, and enjoy your new AK. Alexander Glass writes, I've been looking at running a cloak, but everyone I mentioned it to says it's a bad idea. What are your thoughts? Actually, man, and when I read the comments below your question, I really do love you guys. You guys are awesome. I mean, absolutely the coolest people out there. You're so supportive, and I love it. The vibes of the anyway, same mindset as me. I'm like, man, run it. Why not? Why would you not run a cloak? Go do it. It's airsoft. We're all here to have fun. We all play dress up. I go through my gear closet going, what costume am I going to wear today when I go play airsoft? Because that's really what it is. What costume am I putting on when I go play airsoft? Am I going to put like civilian contractor costume on? Am I going to put my milsim costume on? Am I put like a lightweight speed player costume on? We're all wearing fashion. I mean, look at the Speedsoft crowd, man. That's a fashion statement with the beanies and the hoodies and all that stuff, right? And the guns. Look at milsim. It's a fashion statement, man. I've got my Cry Precision gear. I got all my stuff. I've spent like 20,000 or like 2,000-3,000. I'm about to tell you in the local money, not US money. I've spent like $2,000 on my gear, you know, like all this kind of stuff, or like even like 2,000 pounds. So yeah, it's a fashion show. Where would you want, man? Plus, I'll tell you, the cloak, the downside, it might get caught on brush. It might cause you a problem there. But the positive side is you could wrap it around you as camouflage, works really well. And I think somebody recommended that same thing in the comments. You can kind of like squat down, cover yourself up, look a little bit more like a rock. If it's camouflage, I think you said you're going to make it multicam. And then also, if you get shot in the back, it should take some of the sting out of it because it's going to be flowing and all that stuff. Look at the Desert Fox events games. Like Aaliyah runs a cloak and everybody dresses up in cool, funky, crazy stuff. And I love that. I think it's so cool that there are more options in Airsoft other than Milsim and Speedsoft, which I enjoy both. I really like Milsim. I've been enjoying Speedsoft more lately. But I like that there's more options and we all don't take ourselves too seriously. So yeah, man, long answer to a short question. Definitely run it, have fun. And if it works, great. If not, hey, you tried it out and try something different then. That's it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headsets video recommendation of the week. And this one comes from GSofter556. And this one says, I would recommend QSAirsoft, and just got some reviews, some other interesting content, such as unboxing, loadout, gun reviews, etc. And I went and clicked the channel, and sure enough, it sure has all those things. Actually, great channel. A little bit on the younger side player, which I love the fact there's fresh blood coming into the YouTube crowd, but he's not new. He's been at it for well over a year. He's got some videos with like almost 500,000 views on them too. And everything there. So a little bit of gameplay. I like in his gameplays, he'll have a montage option. So hey, if you don't watch like the raw uncut gameplay, you can watch the montage so it's a little more hyped up. You can also watch the regular gameplay where he gets hit more. He leaves those edits in. Then on a review, he'll say, hey, watch my gameplay of this gun. This one, of course, is the Lancer Tactical Enforcer. I actually am kind of interested in this gun. I've got a overview review of it coming on the channel very soon. Should be like next week before IWA or EBA. But I was interested to see his pre-release review on it too. I was actually watched all the way through. Definitely got my sub on this. And if you guys like what you see, head over. I got a link in the corner, also in the description. Go to his channel, watch it. If you like it, mash the sub button over there and let him know under the video or any of the videos that I sent you over. Also, if you guys want to have your channel or any channel you enjoy on YouTube, Airsoft or Airsoft-ish, I guess, anything kind of in the tactical, military, Airsoft, gaming kind of world, put it in the comment section below. Even your own channel, I do promote self-promotion. So go for it. I'd love to hear more about your channels and the great channels out there. I'm always discovering more and more for me to hit that sub button on and add to my subscriber list. So I love being a viewer as much as I am a creator. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thank you so very much, and I will see you next week. And don't forget, go out and play some Airsoft. Don't let the neighbors do construction. Don't let your light break, and don't have to refilm twice. But no matter what you do, you definitely should call your freaking hits.